There is a huge discrepancy between the sentences proposed by the Crown and the defense. The defense suggests an appropriate sentence would be 6 years in prison and says he is entitled to enhanced credit for pre-sentence custody, which would mean that Nygard has less than 2 years to serve in jail. Peter Nygard turned 83 years old on Wednesday, and if the judge accepts the Crown attorney's proposal, the convicted sex offender found guilty on 4 counts of sexual assault last November would likely die in prison. The Crown said Nygard should not be given enhanced credit for the time he spent at the Toronto South Detention Centre since his arrest, where he's had a private suite with access to a phone, calling his incarceration no hardship. A 15-year sentence minus 1,009 days of pre-sentence custody would leave Nygard with roughly 12 years and 3 months left to serve. But defense lawyer Jerry Wiebe, on the other hand, says 15 years would be crushing, suggesting a 6-year sentence would be appropriate. She also told the judge Nygard, whose health has rapidly deteriorated since being incarcerated, should be given enhanced credit for time served. 1.5 days for every day in pre-sentence custody, leaving Nygard with only 1 year and 10 months left on his sentence. A sentence of less than 2 years means Nygard would remain in the provincial system rather than going to a federal prison. Nygard's lawyer telling the judge his experience in a federal institution would likely be worse. The Crown replied by pointing out that defense spent the afternoon Wednesday documenting Nygard's declining health. Effectively, how poorly he was treated at the Toronto South despite ferocious advocacy from Nygard's lawyers. At the end of her submissions, that's exactly where he wants to stay. That's a difficult proposition to reconcile. The Crown also noticed the 8-month delay in sentencing essentially kept Nygard out of the federal system and told the judge to be suspicious of the delay. The judge told the court he wants to sentence Peter Nygard as soon as possible, given there have been many delays since the verdict 8 months ago. And he will deliver his sentence here at the University Avenue Courthouse next Friday. When Peter Nygard's case is finished here in Ontario, he's facing charges in Montreal, in Manitoba, and in the U.S. Catherine McDonald, Global News.